Raducanu match suspended due to extreme weather conditions as elements wreak havoc. Raducanu's opening round match against Camila Osorio at the Hobart International has been suspended due to heavy rain. The match was halted during the second set. The British player held a 6-3, 2-4 advantage when officials halted proceedings, marking the third weather-related stoppage of the contest. The match is expected to resume once the weather conditions improve. The players left the court with Osorio 4-2 up in the second set. Raducanu won the first 6-3, giving her an advantage heading into the break in play. Play had already been interrupted twice earlier in the match, and conditions had deteriorated throughout the morning session in Tasmania. Swirling winds had troubled both competitors from the outset. Serving proved particularly difficult as the elements played havoc with ball tosses and shot-making throughout the opening exchanges. Raducanu seized control early, securing a break in the opening game after Osorio sent a volley into the net. The Briton claimed the first set 6-3, though she was made to work hard towards the end, saving 3 break points at 5-3 with powerful forehand winners. The Colombian transformed her performance in the second set. She produced 4 winners in a single game to break immediately. Osorio secured a second break to move 4-1 ahead, punishing a tentative second serve from Raducanu. The British player responded with an aggressive break back to love, reducing the deficit to 4-2 before rain halted proceedings once more. The frigid temperatures in Hobart presented additional concerns beyond the weather delays. Raducanu was observed draping a towel across her legs and shoulders to maintain body heat during the extended stoppage. Players face heightened injury risks when forced to remain inactive in cold conditions, making the repeated interruptions problematic for both competitors. Osorio appeared frustrated during the third delay. The Colombian had also been struggling with a persistent cough throughout the match. The crowd at the stadium was electric, the air thick with anticipation. Raducanu, Britain's tennis sensation, was poised at the baseline, racket in hand, eyes scanning the opposite court with the steely focus of a seasoned competitor. The sun blazed overhead, a reminder that summer tournaments often bring their own unpredictabilities, but no one could have predicted what was about to unfold. It started subtly, a distant rumble of thunder, almost playful in its curiosity, like the opening chords of an ominous symphony. Fans initially shrugged it off, whispering to one another, convinced it would pass as mere theatrics from Mother Nature. Raducanu herself remained undeterred, bouncing lightly on her toes, seemingly impervious to the sky's growing theatrics. But then, the weather shifted with startling swiftness. The wind picked up, teasing the flags atop the stadium. A few loose scorecards fluttered into the stands like frightened birds. Umbrellas popped open in a sporadic, almost chaotic fashion among the spectators. Rain began to fall, softly at first, then in heavier sheets, cascading over the court and turning it into a reflective mirror of the gray clouds above. Raducanu served, a perfect first, but the ball skidded unpredictably on the slick surface. Her opponent, eyes wide with alarm, barely managed to return it, a shot that landed awkwardly, producing an audible thud. The umpire's voice crackled over the loudspeaker. Play suspended due to extreme weather conditions. The announcement sent a collective shiver through the stadium, a mix of disappointment and relief. Extreme weather is no stranger to tennis, yet its suddenness never fails to awe. For Raducanu, it was a test of patience as much as skill. The young athlete, known for her composure on the world stage, retreated under the canopy, towel around her shoulders, and watched the storm unfold. Lightning danced across the sky, illuminating the stadium in fleeting, surreal flashes. Every fan in attendance was now wrapped in a cocoon of suspense, waiting for the elements to make up their mind. Behind the scenes, tournament officials scrambled. Grounds crews worked feverishly to prevent flooding, rolling out extra tops and pumping water from low-lying areas. The ball boys and girls, soaked to the bone, moved with precision despite the storm, the dedication a testament to the love of the sport. Commentators struggled to keep the broadcast alive, their voices carrying over the roar of rain and distant rumbles of thunder. Every camera angle captured the drama, not just the players, but the court itself, now a battlefield of water and wind. Raducanu's focus never wavered. She paced under the tent, practicing her swings in muted solitude, mentally rehearsing points, imagining herself gliding effortlessly across the court once play resumed. In interviews after previous matches, she had spoken about the importance of mental strength, and now, that discipline was being tested in real time. Extreme weather doesn't discriminate. It challenges both rookies and seasoned champions alike. The storm reached a crescendo, the wind now howling as if the very elements were determined to alter the course of the match. Trees surrounding the stadium bent under the pressure, and spectators clutched their seats as gusts threatened to overturn umbrellas and hats. The scoreboard flickered intermittently under the moisture, a subtle reminder that human planning has limits when faced with nature's whims. Yet, in the midst of chaos, there was an unexpected beauty. The stadium lights reflected off wet surfaces, creating shimmering patterns across the court. Raindrops hit the net with a rhythmic precision, almost musical, and the occasional flash of lightning illuminated Raducanu's determined expression. It was a scene that reminded everyone why sports, and tennis in particular, are never just about the game. They are about resilience, adaptation, and the capacity to find focus in unpredictability. Fans shared moments of unity in the stands. People huddled under shared umbrellas, strangers exchanging laughs and commentary about the weather, their collective attention fixed on Raducanu and the suspended match. Social media erupted with updates. Raducanu waits out the storm, rain delays, but spirits remain high. Each post carried a mix of admiration for the athlete and awe at the forces of nature. Hours passed, the storm gradually losing its ferocity. The rain diminished to a light drizzle, and the wind softened to a gentle breeze.